Okay, this is just to demonstrate what's happening with the rear airbags. That one's about normal height. This one is leaked down a bit. Sometimes they both leak down, so I'm assuming it's the valve body. I've got a new one on order, and I will certainly forward it when it arrives. And all you have to do to get it to fill up, sorry about the traffic noise, you open a door, and I don't know if this will pick it up, but there's the sound of the air pump sort of chugging away there. And as you can see, I'll see if I can hold it steady, it is slowly coming up. And you may be able to hear it creaking a little as it goes up. All right, so doing my best to keep it steady. Now what I'm going to do is start it so you can hear it start up. You might have caught there was a little bit of a rattle there as it started, and that went away within about 2 seconds. It's got power tilt, power telescope steering wheel, and as you can see, it's really hard to see the mileage on it right now. It shows, I believe, 228,000 kilometers on it. That's self-level suspension inactive, so that means it's just not going to continually adjust to the load. It just goes up to a default value. So as it airs up, it goes to a default setting and stays there, and then when it leaks down, it'll just air up to that same point again. Aftermarket stereo, USB, Bluetooth, and it's got the hands-free option, so you can tie it with your phone and take phone calls. It does have an aftermarket amplifier and a decent sound system. You know, not super high-end audio, but better than the factory one, I can tell you that. All right, it's now that it's up and running, the lights that are lit is the brake light. That's just for the broken wire for the sensor of worn out brake pads. The airbag light is on, and it's subject to the recall. I have the paperwork for that. And then the seatbelt light, as you can see, no check engine light. And also another common problem for BMWs of this generation is ABS problems, which would light up 3 lights. They call it the trifecta. So the ABS pump is working properly, ABS works. It's got the hill descent control. It's that little downhill icon there. You plug that in, you're going down a steep grade, and it'll keep you at a walking pace going downhill. You don't need to use the brakes at all. You can focus on steering. All right, they got heated seats, they work. Air conditioning blows ice cold, and not much else to say about the interior. The windscreen is still good. It's got a couple of tiny rock chips. See if it even shows up there. You can sort of see it. And other than that, everything works. All the windows go up and down. Power door locks, they all work. What else is there to say? Not much. I only have the one key. There is no other key. The remote does not work, but I've never really needed it. It's just been something that you have to be very cautious about not losing the key, obviously. Opening the back. This is a 2-part hatch. Button underneath here. That lifts up. And then a drop-down tailgate. Now that part's handy if you're carrying stuff. You're saying something about staging, so this makes it just a little bit easier to load things. Nice flat floor going all the way through. All right. As I mentioned, I've deleted the rear wiper. It's only this bad because I was traveling down a muddy gravel road and all of that stuck the last time around. If you're just driving on pavement, it's not usually such an issue. Should be aware, the 4.4 does require 91 octane. You can use regular, but I've noticed in this vehicle the trade-off with regular gas you get slightly lower fuel economy. So it almost balances out. If you use the premium, you get slightly better fuel economy versus using regular with less economy. So at the end of the day, going 100 kilometers gets costs about pretty much about the same. All right, and not much else to say. All right.